I'm sitting here with the OC and we getting ready to go through the film. The All-22 comparison. Lyle versus Tampa and Steele versus the Chargers. And we gonna get down to the nitty gritty. Boss Cowboy Sports. Let's go.
The OC.
The film breakdown.
All right, so the old adage is that the eye in the sky does not lie. We see Leo at actually here in Pass Pro, does a good job, good vertical kick slide, and neutralizes his man. Moving on to the next play. Leo Collins at right tackle. Here he is. Shoves Ndamukong Suh and just looks out and jogs up the field. So good job there. Here he is here. All right, so he steps down, the screen game, runs. Good block by Leal. Kicks out his man, bumps, and gets out very, very well in the screen game. So he does a great job there. So we see this is more so of a play action pass. He's not being covered by a defensive end. So note that he's just helping down with the guard. So does his job there. Here he is again, stepping down versus Pierre Paul. So it's a double team with the guard, Connor McGovern in this game. And so he does his job there just fine. Now he kicks out vertically. Okay, he's bull rushed. He holds up fine versus Ndamukong Suh. Stops the bull rush. Ball comes out pretty quick. See him up at the top of the screen next to the tight end. He's inside again. Misdirection play there. He's shuffling inside, helping to block the defensive three technique. Now he's open-ended. And let's see how he looks here. All right, again, this is a screen. So, he's stepping to the left and does fine there. Ball comes out very fast. It's not a lot to grade right there. Here he is singled up. Good kick slide, good punch. That's a jump set. Ball comes out quick though. Make sure that the defender doesn't get his hands in the air, and does his job just fine there. Coming inside, crashing down on the defensive tackle on a rollout, play action pass, does just fine there. Next play, here he is, another play action pass. Steps inside, neutralizes the defensive tackle. Dak rolls out, no problem there. That's easy money. So what you notice here is a certain pattern of play calls. Here is here. He gets beat, he lunges, he loses, lunges. That's a loss, but the ball comes out. So he lunges, and that's the thing with Leo Collins that you kind of see from time to time is that he may miss with the hands. There he is. So there, he misses with the hands, but ball comes out fast, and he's just so big and strong, the guy's not able to push him back. But he misses with the hands there. Here he is again, misses with the hands there. So he doesn't have inside hand position, but he's so big and strong and hard to move. It doesn't matter because that's a quick pass, and the ball is coming out quick, so that's a jump set. And if you notice him here, you'll see again, good vertical slide, and this is more so of an umbrella technique, so he's not being rushed by that defensive end. And it's a flag on this play is coming back. So here he is again, singled up, and this appears to be a wide four. He steps inside with Ndamukong Suh and does his job, just flushes him inside. Not a lot to grade there. That's a simple, very, very easy block. Doesn't cause him to have to move and be athletic a lot. He's covered with the tight end. There he is. He's blocking down on a misdirection pull for a play out quick to Gallop to the opposite side. So here he is again doubling down. So they did a lot of so far in the film, as you guys can see, a lot of tight end next to him, right? He's not open-ended a whole lot. So a lot of play action opposite of him are bootleg. Okay, again, umbrella technique, that's a screen. He steps inside and hits his defensive tackle, no problem. So you don't see a lot of singles right now with the defensive end where he's actually on the island with that. So there he is, he's beat inside. He tries to jump set and use his power, but he gets beat inside by Bear. But the ball comes out quick, so it's of no consequence to Dak Prescott on this particular play. Here he is again, beat with the hands. Yeah, so he jumps and he's a heel clicker. So he opens up the door, right? Doesn't keep the slide there, opens up the door, get beat on the edge, but balls out quick. Here he is again. Oh my goodness. Got thrown inside a little bit there by Shaq Barrett, but he's so big and strong, he's able to just keep his weight down just enough not to get completely bull rushed. But notice most of these plays, you see him stepping down inside. And you know, I don't know the health of his body, but man, I'm looking at this and I'm wondering about his hip and his leg strength. But let's take another look. Here he is shuffling inside. You know, he gets the job done because he's big and strong. Ball comes out quick once again, but notice how he's covered up. In most of this game, he's covered up. He's not open-ended. So double team inside, no problem. Gets a little bit of movement. And I'm just gonna go with my eyes see in this right now. The fact of the matter is, I don't see him playing. I see him getting a job done, but I don't see him playing with a lot of power. But here he is, kick slide. All right, so again, he trips over his own feet, he stumbles and falls down, but the ball is out pretty quick and he's covered up. He's not open-ended. So here he's open-ended. All right, so here he is again. And overall, hey, not bad there. Gets his hands initially slapped, recovers. I like to see him sit back. His weight is over his feet. He's lunging. All right, here he is again. Jump set, beat with the hands, very, very clean. And if Dak holds that ball another second, Dak is getting popped. So he gets swiped and beat. So he's losing hand battles. And so he has to carry his hands a little bit better. Here he is. He has help from the guard there, but that's an overset on his part. The guy could have came underneath without the guard's help. So here we go again. Again, bull rush. So he did enough, hey, to get the job done. The ball is coming out pretty quick. You know, he's doing what he has to do. Not a great job, but hey, he's stopping the bull rush just enough. Here he is again. He's lunging, and that's a loss. That's a real bad loss. Bad technically. Heel clicking together, lunging, misses with the hands, and gets to his shoulder really, really quickly on this play. He needs to really square up here. All right, so he passes off the game, but he doesn't step up with power and stop the game. He's getting pushed back into the quarterback on this play, Big Leo Collins. You got to step up with power and stop the penetrator on that last play. Here he is again. And so, you know, he's okay here. That gets sacked on this play, but just a little bit too much drift, right? He needs to kick and sit down. Now, Leal traditionally plays high. He doesn't play really low, but he does an okay job here, right? He recovers, gets slapped, but he recovers. But again, ball is coming out quick. So you notice the pattern of the ball coming out very, very quick. You notice, again, missing with the hands. Yeah, hands real sloppy right there. He needs to get a punch on Pierre-Paul. He misses with the inside hand. And he's kind of all over the place a little bit, man, in terms of his body. Not real stable and stout with the punch. Here he is again. He's again, this is a screen going the opposite way. So really, it's hard to grade that. Ball's coming out too fast. Here he is one-on-one. Top of the screen. So again, when you see that the defensive end evacuates like that, that right tackle needs to step up and pop Ndamukong. So you need to step up and pop the penetrator extremely fast there. So fast reaction. Here he is again. Very good. He comes inside. So he misses on that play, right? He should have been outside on pressure. When that man dropped over his body, he should have been outside on the pressure that hit Dak Prescott. So let's take a look. Running inside, that's fine. That's a play action type pass with a quick throw. So he does his job there. He steps inside. Here he is singled up. Outside, he's uncovered. Let's see what he does here. Kick. All right, boom. And yeah, so he's drifting. He's okay because the ball comes out quick, but he's a little slow on that kick. We want him quick on the vertical kick. And right now he looks a little stiff right now. He's looking to me even like he's walking with a little limp after the play, just to be honest. So here he is. Misses with the hands, but again, he's so big and so strong. He's just a guy that's hard to run through, right? So even if he misses with the hands, man, and he gets his body on you, man, he's going to cover you up, right? And so here he is running down another play action screen going opposite, right? So it's a play action screen. He's blocking left, screen's coming right, and a quick flare. He's singled up here. Kick, good. Now, better job of him on stepping inside and stopping the penetrator versus the pressure because you had the defensive end drop. He's covered again next to a tight end, and he's running inside. Again, his man collapsed, so he falls on top of him. So that's fine. That's good. Good play by him. Now he's open-ended again. And here he is. Move the feet. So he's fine. Hop, hop, hop. So yeah, I'm thinking that La'el Collins is lacking a little bit lower body pop. I don't know that he's got his full strength back from whatever happened with his hip, man. I'm looking at him get lifted. I'm looking at him not sitting down versus power at all. And he's missing with his hands. You see how he's sitting out. His hands are real wide. His chest is exposed. He needs to tighten up his hands so not to expose his chest to the defender so they can't jackknife him back when they hit him. So again, you see him again, he gets popped right in the middle of his chest because his hands are super wide. He's not holding his hands tight and he's not getting off a punch. The defender is punching him. So I want to see him here, slide. Okay, good. Now he tries to underclaw the guy. He misses. Ball comes out quick, but man, just bad hands and just lunging forward. He got to sit down. You got to get your hands in a position to strike. Okay, so that was really good. All right, so he backhammered this guy, right? Guy tried to come in and submarine him. He popped him in his back and dived on top of him. So that's a good nuanced technique that offensive linemen use at times when they get submarine. All right, so here we go again. Boom. So every single time, yeah, man, he's getting pushed back into the quarterback on that play, causes pressure, causes Dak to have to escape on that play because he's missing with his hands and he's not firm in his set. Here he is again, completely misses with the hand. He's lunging, gets beat around the edge. That he could have got called for holding there, ends up being a touchdown. So here he is on the opposite side of the screen now. He's getting leveraged by Barrett. Barrett is just getting under him and pushing him back, bull rushing him. So he's oversetting. It's called drifting. He's drifting too far back. Drifting again right here. So because he doesn't have confidence in his feet, right, and he hadn't really worked his technique, what he's doing is trying to jump set everybody and just lunge. And good guys can bend and get around you. So again, he tries to do that, and Shaq comes inside. And he just holds Shaq. Basically, that's really hold. But yeah, he just holds Shaq Barrett on that play. That's okay, but he gets away with it. Here he is again. So he's covered up. So he has Schultz next to him. So he's sliding out again. He gets helped by the guard there. So he's fine, and the ball comes out fairly quick. So you notice the times that, you know, most of these plays are going to be where, you know, the ball's coming out quick. He's doubling down because of some type of opposite action, or you know, it's some type of quick pass. If it's not a quick pass, you know, what you're seeing here, a pattern of that, he's kind of getting pressure. So here he is again. All right, so Shaq Barrett really drops, doesn't really rush, so they kind of have a game there. And he just backs in there and kind of helps out the right guard, Connor McGovern, in the set. So he sets out here, boom, boom, boom. So good. Not bad on that play because he swiped down Shaq Barrett's head when he tried to get low on him. So that was actually good by him. So here he is sliding out, but he's lunging. You see the lunge? He's lunging. And so you can't lunge like that, man. But he gets the job done, so it's fine. You know, ball comes out. But technically, sloppy. It's bad. All right, so good job. They try to karate chop him, spin, right? He engulfs him with the spin and stops that rush. So good job on that particular play. No problem there. As we continue, he steps inside and he oversets number 92. That's actually his man. He can't overset him, so he oversets him. God gets in Dak Prescott's face for pressure. So there you go. So also, here we go again. Yeah, I mean, again, kind of more of the same, man. He's kind of drifting and not really just setting strong with his hands and things like that. So yeah. Here we go again. Boom, boom, boom. Again, you see the lunge, but hey, he gets the job done, right? But again, we notice the pattern that the ball comes out quick. Ball comes out quick, but he's lunging and grabbing, not setting and punching. And so, yeah, that's what we got on that.
So what we gonna do is just show Terrance Steele real quick. We gonna show his pass pro and compare it. All right. Now, this is against better competition. This is against Bosa. So here we go. Give me 1 second.
The OC.
The film breakdown.
All right, so Terrance Steele, right tackle. All right, let's take a look. Okay, very good with the hand. So notice the hand extension. So very, very good there. Great hand extension, does a good job. Ball comes out quick, but doing fine there. All right, very good there. I mean, he overruns this guy, but the ball is coming out quick. It's kind of a little flat, quick one route. So he does fine, but he overruns this guy, but it's going opposite, so it's of no consequence. All right, here we go again. All right, so Terrance still gets beat inside there. He oversets, and he does not use his inside hand, and so Bosa gets inside. Here he is now. So good job right there, man. Sit down on the bull rush, right? Great job. Sit down with the bull rush, and notice his arms. He extends his arms, and that's how you stop the pressure and the push. So great job there. So right tackle, once again, great job recovering with the hands. Gets a little bit of chip with the back, but he does a great job. Without the back tail, he will be found on that block, in my opinion. Top of the screen, Terrance Steele. So here he is again, and boom. All right, so he does his job. He steps down and does his job. Good kick slide. He stops the penetrator, slides off, passes it off with Zach Martin very, very well there. Notice him here, and that's just a very, very just flat set. He's just setting the guy, and he stops him. Good footwork though. You see active feet in the ground, so that's a good job by him there. This particular play, once again, extending the arm. So you notice how he extends the arm to control the defender and the pass rusher. And that's a really, really good habit for tackles to have, is to keep people off of your body. So he's doing a good job doing that so far on this film. Now he has a wide rusher. Great job by him. Ball comes out quick, but he gets off a punch. He gets off a punch to stop the momentum of Bosa, even though the ball comes out pretty quick. So that's great by him. Good footwork there. Misses with the hands a little bit. Guy slides off of him, but the ball is coming out quick. Opposite, it's of no consequence on this particular play. Good set, good feet, great hands right there. Way to replace. Bosa tries to fight with the hands. He replaces the hands, extends, keeps Bosa out of there. So really good job there by good, nice slide too. And he's stopping the bull rush. He's stopping the pressure, almost on contact. Sitting down, playing strong, playing really, really good based on these last couple plays that we're looking at here. And you can see it for yourselves. Here he is again. And so on that, he runs Bosa by the quarterback. Bosa is losing his balance. So it can appear that he got beat, but he's actually ran him by the quarterback on that particular play. At the top of the screen, let's see what he does here. Good job with the hands. Notice how he's winning with the hands. And I don't know if they called him for holding that or not. I saw a flag come in. But to me, that's a win. He won with the hands. Great hands, great punch, great extension. So that's a short screen. He does his job. He keeps Bosa at bay. The ball comes out his direction pretty quick. And there we go. One-on-one. Again, does a great job stopping the bull rush. And Bosa tries to counter, but the ball is coming out, and Bosa really has nowhere to go because he locks him out with those long arms and just keeps him very, very honest. Good punch with the hands again. Bosa tries to counter. He's right there with active, fast feet, doing a fantastic job. So you see him with active feet. His feet are sliding very, very quickly, and there he is, punch again. There he is, riding him by. Ball is out. That's fantastic. That's really good pass pro. That's really good pass pro by Terrance Steele, doing a fantastic job with active feet, and he's playing with a lot of balance. So you notice that he's not leaning out over his feet. You don't see him being out of balance. He's using the hands. He's ready for the counters, and he's replacing the hands. So as soon as Bosa slaps the hands, he's replacing the hands right back on Bosa's body. That's the way you play it. So very, very good job. So again, doing his job there, getting the block. That was a quick ball coming out, and this is kind of like a gimmick play, but no problem with that. So, once again, just fine here. No problems with here. It's not really a lot to evaluate. So look at Terrance Steele. Nice kick. Very nice kick. Very nice kick. I mean, in my opinion, on that, man, that's a bang play. But I like how he's trying to ride it by. Very, very good with the play action right there. Covers up this man, and he's physical. He's pushing this man back. Very, very physical. You see him over here again. Okay. And, he oversets the guy, right? So Bosa gets inside on that, but you got Zach Martin there to help you So he's really not in a lot of trouble there, but that was an overset. So that's a great block. Notice how every time Bosa tries to bear down and dig into him, he's punching and extending, and he's playing with a lot of balance. So that was a really good block. Winning with the hands, pushing Bosa on the ground, lunges at Bosa, trying to finish Bosa. Great job, man. Way to be physical. Love that. Playing extremely physical and playing really with a good amount of balance. All right, so on that play, he's drifting too much. Gets pushed back into Dak. Thank God the ball came out quick. Drifting a little too much, gave up a little bit too much runway on that play for a short pass. And here it is again. The ball is coming out pretty quick on that, so not really a lot to grade there. But on these short 1, 2, 3 throw passes, you don't want to drift a lot. So great with the hands there. Great with the hands. I mean, that's the game over. Bosa has nothing on him. There it is. So that was really, really good. Notice how he's punching him. He's stopping him. Again, using the outside hand very, very well. Stopping Bosa's momentum, almost every single time. Almost every single time. And also take note that Bosa is getting a running start. So he stops him again on that play, even though the ball comes out quick. Bosa is a wide pass rusher. Bosa is getting a running start at him every single play on most of these wide rushes, but still Terrance Steele is able to sit down, able to use his balance and hands and stop the pass rush of Bosa almost every single time, almost. So great job by him. So if I'm giving an over and under based on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I'm looking at Terrance Steele versus La'el Collins, if I'm looking at the Chargers game and then I look at Tampa Bay, I know that, listen, La'el Collins probably got a solid grade for that game because he didn't literally get beat a lot, right? But in terms of the most pure one-on-ones, if you look at both of those tapes, Steele had more pure one-on-ones versus the Chargers than Collins had against Tampa Bay. And in terms of technique, hands, footwork, finishing, doing all those things that you really want to see a great tackle do, I'm giving Terrance Steele a thumbs up. The OC's approval straight up on that based on his play, his footwork, and his hands.
All right, that was the grading of Pass Pro. We didn't grade the run yet. We're going to do that later. We're going to make this a 2 video, and we're going to go through New England maybe later. So, but we appreciate your content. I wanted to ask you real quick about hands, and then we out, okay? So, When I look at the hand size of La'el Collins, because it's La'el. We say La'el a lot. It's La'el. But
it is La'el.
So looking at the hand size of La'el, he has 10-inch hands. His arms are not as long as Steele. His weight is around the same, and he's shorter. Okay. Then I compare him to Terrance Smith. Terrance Smith has much bigger hands, 11-inch hands, 36-inch arms. He's heavier and he's taller. Then you look at Terence Steele. He has the smallest hands out of the 3, but he has long arms similar to Terrance Smith, and he's heavier than both and taller than both. I wanted you to talk about hand size, height, reach, and how that all factors into the prototypes of a tackle.
Yeah, so great question, Boss Cowboy. Well, this is what I'm going to say. The size of your hands is not important as how well you use your hands. And so what you see if you compare or juxtapose La'el Collins versus Terence Steele, right? Or versus a Terrance Smith, what you see with the young tackle thus far is proper use of hands in terms of placement on the chest plate of the defender. If you miss, and I'm going to give a visual, if you miss wide with the hands and you're wide with the hands, then that's exposing the chest and it's allowing that defender to keep their momentum and keep you off balance. If you can keep your hands tighter, or you can use the inside hand or the outside hand to actually punch a shoulder pad or chest plate, you force the weight of the defender up, thus stopping his momentum, which is what you saw a lot with Bosa versus Steele in that Chargers tape. You didn't see it quite as much with La'el Collins in the Tampa Bay tape because he was wild with the hands, and you see him leaning forward. And so when you're wild with the hands and you're leaning forward, you have balance issues. You don't have power. So no base, no balance, no power. And so balance and keeping a good amount of strength and power is going to be the key in terms of using the hands for the offensive tackle position. And all the great tackles in the league you see play similarly in terms of balance and always using the hands and keeping that defender away from their body and controlling the defender by having upward strokes with the punch and keeping that defender off their body.
Yeah, so thank you, OC. Well, so based on your overall assessment from watching both, do you think the Cowboys got it right?
Boss Cowboy, I said this earlier this week, and my stance has not changed. Based upon the tape and how Steele has played, there's absolutely no reason to start La'el Collins over him coming back off of missing 5 games. He's proved himself. He's played very, very well, played like a really, really good starting right tackle. And based on the quickness of his feet, Boss Cowboy, his hand placement and the leverage and the speed that he's playing with at the position, he should be the starter.
That was Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matter. That was the OC. We just broke down the pass protection between La'el and Steele. But we gonna bring more film to you because obviously we did not shortcut. So we looked at every play in those games. It wasn't a splice, it was every one. Last question, was Steele mostly one-on-one versus Bosa?
Yeah, Boss Cowboy. And listen, something really interesting, and I pointed it out in the film session if people were paying attention. It was Collins that was covered with a tight end next to him, even if they released on more plays than you had any help with Steele. I believe I saw Terrance Steele get a chip from a back once, maybe twice in that Chargers game. Other than that, he was purely one-on-one. Versus La'el in the Tampa Bay game, he was not open-ended a lot. He had a tight end or multiple tight ends next to him on a lot of those plays, Boss Cowboy. So the conclusion is this, man, is that La'el Collins, to me, when I look at him, I see that it's some technical issues in terms of his weight being out over his body, which to me says that his lower extremity may not be all the way where it needs to be, and his flexibility and his comfortability in the kick slide, he doesn't have the confidence to sit back and wait for the defender. So to me, I see Terence Steele playing with more confidence, more consistency and technique. He's the right tackle starter unless he just plays horrible. Collins at this point is a backup, but should probably rotationally be the left guard here pretty soon, in my opinion. That's going to strengthen the offensive line the most, to bump him in at left guard. But Terence Steele is playing too well. And I'll repeat, Terence Steele is playing too well to bench him in favor of a returning Collins at this point. So also in conclusion, guys, hey, if you like content like this, do not forget to follow Boss Cowboy Sports on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and on Twitter. You can follow me personally, the OC100 on Twitter. Hit me up, direct message me, and also don't forget to like, subscribe, and share these videos.